Hello my friends, and welcome to another quick start guide for Hypixel SkyBlock. In this video we're going to show how to quickly get eggs to craft pets. So the very first thing we want to do is hop to the hub. There are a couple of things we need to do to start off. We're going to talk to this farm merchant real quick so they can do their dialogue while we gather some supplies. What we're looking for is enough potatoes to sell to the farm merchant to buy a rookie hoe, which will give us seeds when we break wheat. We just need a little bit of coins to start off and buy some supplies, so we'll go farm a little bit. We need money from the wheat, and we also need to get to farming level 5 because we'll need to go to the barn in just a moment. This is pretty fast. It'll only take about 30 seconds or so. There's farming 5. So that's all we need here. We can go back to the hub with /hub and run over to the lumber merchant to sell them our seeds and buy some supplies. So we don't want to sell the wheat right now because we're going to craft a minion in a minute. We also need to make some other things like a sword for making a chicken minion in a little bit. And some sticks and things like that, so we'll just get a few things right now and make a scythe for the wheat minion. We should have enough for a tier 2 wheat minion, which will give us more minion slots later on. You can sell whatever supplies you have left over. We don't need any more wheat. Now let's run over to the mine merchant. At the mine merchant, we just want to buy a stack of iron and a rookie pickaxe. We're going to use the pickaxe to modify our island just a little bit. Okay, so now we can get a sword from the weaponsmith. We don't need anything fancy. A plain old undead sword will be fine for killing chickens. So we can run over to the barn, which we unlocked when we hit farming 5, and now we can hunt chickens. We need to unlock the chicken minion recipe and get 64 chickens to make a minion. It doesn't take long. Sometimes you'll be lucky and find a server that has chickens that have been around a while and they lay eggs, so you might find some eggs while you're doing this. Okay, let's get our chicken minion crafted, and then a few more things that we need. So an axe will help us. We need to chop some wood on the island in a minute. And then we'll also want to have hoppers, so we need some chests, and we can make the hoppers, and a few more chests. So before we go back to the island, we'll use /hub to get back to the hub, and then /is to get back to the island. That puts us on this side of the island next to the portal. So we'll want to dig out a little area. This is going to hold our chests and our hoppers. We want to put the chests down one more level here. You don't have to actually use chests, you could just use the hoppers and access the hoppers directly. Make sure your hoppers are all pointing to the same one though. We want to make a little enclosure for our chickens to sit on top of the hoppers and not be able to move. We'll use solid blocks for this because fence blocks will let the chickens out if there's air gaps. Once we've built our chicken containment area, we'll go up 4 blocks from there and go out a little bit. We need a gate for the minions to spawn chickens on, so we'll create a gate real quick and then we'll place it and put the chicken minions on top of it. The chickens will fall straight down from the gate, so it doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but I'll move out a little bit just to make it easier. We'll need to clean things up after we place the minion so that it can't spawn on these other blocks. It can only spawn on the gate, which will drop the chickens straight onto the hoppers. What makes this technique work is that the chickens that live long enough will lay eggs, so we need the chickens to be outside of the range of the minion so that they can lay eggs on top of the hoppers where the eggs will be collected down into our chest. This next part will take a little bit of AFKing, so go make yourself a sandwich or something and come back in about 10 minutes or so. For this part to work, you have to be AFK on the island, but you don't want to be AFK too long because the minion's not collecting any chicken while you're doing this. Also, the eggs are not the same when they come through the hoppers. You have to actually throw them on the ground before they are picked back up and turned into a common egg. We haven't unlocked the actual recipe for the chicken head yet, so we need our minion to actually make some chickens, and it can't reach them while we're here. So we'll go do something productive while our chicken minion unlocks our chicken head recipe. We'll also need the enchanted egg recipe, so let's go get some minion storage started. Since we're going to wait for our chicken minion anyways, we might as well get a oak minion started to unlock the small storage recipe. Getting an oak minion is pretty fast, it should only take about a minute or so. Before we head back to the island, let's go over to the mine merchant again and buy some coal to use as fuel for our minions. So let's get our oak minion created, and then we'll go place it on the other part of our island. We'll need to get over there with some cobblestone just to make a little bridge real quick. It's easier to place the minion on this part of the island because there's lots of dirt already here. So we're going to add some coal to this minion and the chicken minion, and then we'll let them sit for a while. This is a good opportunity to go touch grass. Empty your chicken minion and make another minion. You can just place it right next to the gate. It'll still be high enough that it can only spawn on the gate, so it should drop the chickens in the same spot. Empty the oak minion and it's time for another break. 2 chicken minions out now. When they both filled up, they should have enough chicken to unlock the chicken head recipe with everything else we've already collected. Now we can make our chicken head with our 5 eggs that we collected earlier. When you're wearing a chicken head, every time you crouch, you lay an egg. Well, not every time. Every 20 seconds or so, you can lay another egg. So 1 egg every 20 seconds, and you also need 9 stacks of chicken eggs, so 144, means a minimum time of 2,880 seconds, which is 48 minutes. And that's if you spent the entire time laying eggs. So just keep wearing the chicken head while you do other things, and try to remember to crouch every 20 seconds or so. Also, the eggs don't stack by themselves. You'll have to put them on top of each other manually. So check your inventory occasionally to make sure you have enough space for eggs. So now we have all the pieces in place. It's going to take the minions a little while to reach the collection for the enchanted egg. The trick is we only need 1 enchanted egg. As soon as we have one, we can put it in a chicken minion, and the chicken minion will make lots of eggs for us. So this is one of the places where balancing your oak minions versus your chicken minions will help you get small storage, which will help the chicken minions hold more items, which will help them unlock the collection faster, and have more storage space for eggs long term. So you really want to have both running. You'll probably want to unlock some more minion slots, and you'll want to occasionally log in and empty your minions. The oak minion is already almost halfway to unlocking the small storage, so you might want to let it run to get medium storage unlocked. That's all for now. Make sure to subscribe if you want to catch my next quick start video. Happy gaming!